Hello and welcome to episode 109 of I'm the Tigers, a podcast that keeps an eye on the Telford Tigers. We'll start off with a bit of league news, I think, this week to kick us off, and that is Hull Seahawks. So, a few weeks ago, Matty Davis had come out and said that, there were going to be changes. We got change. It's bringing a player in. Bring in an import in Brock Bartholomew. Brock Bartholomew returns. I think it'd be reasonable to say he had a fairly successful time when he was last at Hull Seahawks, league's top scoring defenceman. It's a popular one with the fans, no doubt. Will it work? Well, let's wait and see, I think is what I'm going to say. Undoubtedly had a great time last time over in the league. But obviously it's a slightly different situation at Hull now. There's an increase in the number of imports for a start, and also Hull are going to be running with 5 imports at least for the foreseeable future. So there's going to be a bit of rotation going on there, much there has been at Milton Keynes throughout this season. You would imagine if they've brought in an import D-man, he's going to be playing every game. So then you start taking a look at the 4 import forwards they've got. Who doesn't play there? You'd imagine that, particularly after points from last season, Sobtrack's going to be playing every game. So now it's finding which 2 for the other 3. But we shall see what happens. But yeah, definitely a big news story there for the league, the return of Brock Bartholomew. Moving on to Telford Tigers, do it as we always do, so we'll kick off with Tigers 2 before then moving on to the Tigers themselves. So, Tigers 2, 2 games this weekend, both away. Saturday saw a trip up to Hull, take on the Hull Jets, and that one finished Jets 5, Tigers 2. So a loss on the road. Sunday, up against the local rivals, Solihull Barons. Were they going to be able to get back to winning ways? Short answer was no, actually, in a very high-scoring game. 11-4 to Solihull Barons, so a pretty comprehensive and strong win there for the Barons. So back-to-back losses for Tigers 2. Not something that they will experience for quite a while, to be honest. The last couple of seasons have been demolishing all in North 2, but yeah, North 1. Back-to-back losses there. So, come on, Tigers 2, let's bounce back. I think the games come thick and fast for them through November, so within luck, they will bounce back. Tigers. So, Saturday, it was a trip to Swindon for the Tigers. Didn't get off to a great start, it must be said. Swindon put their first one up on the board in about 35 seconds, something like that. I'm going to say 37 seconds, but I could be out by sort of a few seconds either way. But yeah, certainly very early. Tigers got one back, and then 3 unanswered goals to end the first period 4-1. Not an ideal start. Always going to be tough from that point on, and sort of so it proved to be. No goals in the second period. 2 Tigers goals fairly early in the third. Certainly made it a close game, but that was it as far as the scoring went. It finished 4-3 to Swindon. Yeah, as I say, it wasn't ideal first period. I don't even know if I could say that Swindon were necessarily exceptional. They capitalised on sort of mistakes from Tigers and took full advantage. And then from 4-1 up, I kind of felt as though, they were to a certain extent happy just to see the game out, keep things tight. A couple of goals at the start of the third period. Definitely made it perhaps closer than it could have been, but Swindon again just grinding out a result. I kind of feel obviously still reasonably early in the season, but coming up to around about a third of the way through. Swindon are going to be the team to beat, I think, just because they're going to be able to grind results out. I mean, I think Swindon are going to be the team who can go out and win those 1-0s, those 2-1s, those really tight kind of games, because they've just got that ability to keep it tight and prevent you from either 1, getting anything going, or 2, getting shots in from sort of good positions. Sunday, off to Bristol. First period, Tigers had better of it, I felt, but Bristol were dangerous on the break. Finished 2-2 in that first period. Second period, Tigers got an early goal, but that was really as good as it got. Not a great period at all for the Tigers, I didn't think. 2 goals from Bristol in the period gave them a 4-3 lead. Tigers made it 4-4 in the third, which is a much better period. Went to overtime. 5-4, Poppy up with the winner. Danny Rose. Good game. I think that the Tigers did deserve to win it on the overall balance. I think they were the better team, but second period, Pitbulls were much more in the game. It's a good result on the road. Cup game as well, I think, which was useful to have won. Still a chance, I kind of think, for cup qualification, but it is going to be tough realistically. Take a look at sort of a couple of teams below, and the fact they've got sort of a game or two in hand. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think it was a deserved win. I think sort of only left with 1 point would have been a little bit harsh, quite simply. So yeah, some good performances from Tigers over the course of the weekend, I think. Onwards and upwards to next weekend, of course. Question of the week. So we'll get these going. So already been. I'll put it on tonight on various groups, because of course I record on the Monday. But themed nights. A couple of questions about them. 1, what do you think of themed nights? And 2, what themed nights would you like to see at your club? As always, leave comments, let me know. But in terms of this episode, that's it. I'll be back this time next week. Bye for now.